The Haunting of St. Mary's High, Valak's Shadow. St. Mary's High School in a quiet American town was known for its Gothic architecture and storied history. It was also notorious for strange occurrences. Students whispered about cold spots, faint laughter, and shadows moving in empty hallways. But one tale stood above all, the legend of Valak, a dark figure said to haunt the school's abandoned west wing. Late one evening, Anna, Jake, and Mia stayed behind to finish a group project. The school, eerily silent at night, felt like a different world. Shadows stretched long in the flickering fluorescent lights, and every creak of the old building sent shivers down their spines. "Let's hurry," Anna said, glancing nervously at the clock. Jake smirked. "What's the rush? Scared of Valak?" "Don't joke about that," Mia snapped. "My cousin swears she saw something in the West Wing last year." Curiosity sparked in Jake's eyes. "Let's check it out." "No way," Anna protested. But Jake was already heading toward the West Wing. Reluctantly, Anna and Mia followed, their footsteps echoing in the empty halls. The West Wing had been closed for decades after a mysterious fire. The door was locked, but Jake found a way in through a broken window. Dust filled the air as they stepped inside, their flashlights casting eerie beams across peeling walls and shattered furniture. "This place is creepy," Anna whispered, her voice trembling. They moved deeper into the wing, passing old classrooms filled with overturned desks and broken chalkboards. Then they heard it, a faint whisper, like a prayer in an unknown language. "Did you hear that?" Mia asked, clutching Anna's arm. Jake tried to laugh it off, but his voice faltered. "It's probably just the wind." The whispering grew louder, echoing off the walls. Suddenly, the sound of footsteps filled the hallway. They froze, hearts pounding. "Who's there?" Jake called out, his bravado slipping. No answer. They turned to leave, but the door they had entered through was gone, replaced by a solid wall. Panic set in as the temperature dropped, their breath visible in the dim light. "That wasn't like that before," Anna said, her voice shaking. Mia pointed down the hall. "Look." At the far end, a shadowy figure stood. It was a woman in a nun's habit, her face pale and twisted into a sinister grin. Her eyes glowed with malevolence. "Valak," Mia whispered, her knees buckling. The figure began to move, gliding toward them without taking a step. The air grew thick with the stench of sulfur, and the whispers turned into a chorus of mocking laughter. "Run!" Jake shouted, pulling the girls toward a side corridor. They raced through the maze of hallways, but the layout seemed to change with every turn. Doors slammed shut and walls shifted, trapping them in a labyrinth. In one room, they found themselves face to face with a blackboard covered in bloody writing. "Shh! She is watching!" Valak appeared again, closer this time. She raised her hand and the lights flickered violently. The walls dripped with a dark, viscous liquid, and the floor trembled. Anna pulled a small crucifix from her pocket, holding it up. "Stay back!" she cried. Valak paused, her smile fading. For a moment, the room fell silent. Then, with a deafening roar, the crucifix shattered into pieces. The group stumbled into an old chapel within the wing, its altar covered in dust and cobwebs. A broken statue of the Virgin Mary stood at the center, her face eerily disfigured. "Pray," Mia whispered, falling to her knees. Anna and Jake followed, their voices trembling as they recited prayers they hadn't spoken in years. The air grew heavier, and the shadows seemed to close in around them. Valak appeared once more, this time at the altar. Her laughter echoed through the room as she raised her hands. The windows shattered, and a violent